Hey guys, welcome back. It's Painkiller already, episode 8. And today we got two guests since, I guess Kyle forgot what day of the week it is. We have returning in the green and the white and the orange, the returning champion, Bashir. Give yourself up.
Yeah, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bash.
He's the token black guy for the podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
And our other guest needs no introduction. Who else we got?
ONLYUSEmeBLADE. How you guys doing?
Super fast.
Oh, stop that.
Vince just talks super fast all the time.
Actually, the reason why I started doing that, guys, is just because my gameplay sometimes is boring because I'm stealth, like I'm moving around the level, so let's just speed it up. And,
I hear you. And I do it like I once told a guy to sit down, and I felt like I did like 90 seconds worth of, hey, I want you guys to know I'm not making fun of him, this and that. Because, dude, I don't want the Blade posse after me. I'll get knifed.
Dude, my fans are crazy. Like the sheer numbers it's retarded. Like how, like there was a situation with me versus Next Gen Tactics, which we're not going to talk about, and everything's cool between me and them. But when they made a video basically bashing me, there were so many people over there that were just like on them. Like I'm like, okay, well I got like a nice little following of knifers behind me, which is kind of cool. And at the same time, it's like, don't worry, guys.
I had a similar thing happening, but they couldn't tell we were joking. FPS Kyle and I had this Civilization's Revolution, drama building up. And we're actually friends, but I swear sometimes subs can be emotionally retarded. And they're going after Kyle like, fuck you, man, you're a fag. What, he's gonna kick your ass, and you suck, how come you're dodging him? And, it's like, man, you don't get it. Like, this is how we have fun with each other.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that there's the support, but also at the same time, it's like the blind support's kind of crazy at the same time, though. You know what I mean?
I appreciate the support, but sometimes that support comes in the form of 40, 50,000 people at a schoolyard chanting "fight, fight, fight," and it's like, no, we're actually friends. Stop telling us to fight. We're just having fun. People cursed out Onslaught. How do they not know that a power ballad to Living on a Prayer is not in fun? But
my favorite was when I made up like an alter ego called Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer. And, my favorite one was when I got messages, like I got maybe 5 or 6 messages and they were along the lines of, hey man, don't let him get you down. Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer, he's just an asshole. Don't let him get me down. I'm like, okay, I'll try not to let him get to me. I'll try not to let myself get to myself. That's pretty much what I have to do. So.
Nice.
Well, you gotta remember, some of these subscribers are young, right? Like, we got like 13, 14-year-olds. Yeah. So they don't even understand.
Yeah, they're still getting a grip on the whole relationships thing.
Yeah, which it's cool that we have, like, the young crowd, but I find that we I find myself censoring myself, which is not a good thing, because a lot of times I want to talk about stuff that 13-year-olds don't necessarily want to talk about, or if they do want to talk about, it's like the bad crowd or something, you know what I mean? Like, I want to talk about, going out and getting fucked up and, banging whores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
so I leave the adult topics for the podcast and the one video I put on Hutch's channel. Which was
all right. Oh, there you go.
Speaking of Hutch.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, no. Don't. Dude, you're not going to speak ill of God, are you? I mean, this is the man.
Hey. I don't have a Twitter account.
I'm not co-signing.
I know everything that comes off Hutch's Twitter account. That's how fucking subscribers are.
I think it's on his Facebook.
I have 18 fucking things in my box. Hutch calling you out, boy.
Did he?
Time to get up.
Hutch calling you out.
He did on Facebook.
The only thing
Twitter be timbers. Jesus.
He wrote "Oh dear" in a YouTube comment. "Oh dear's" kind of cool. No.
I like how Hutch can make a 2-word comment and it's like,
oh yeah. I know.
It's situation overload for people. It's like, oh my god, he said, "Oh dear."
I know. Dude, Obama could stop by and make a comment. People would skip over it and get to Hutch.
I know. Obama, you're a noob. Listen to Hutch.
It's like you should go and maybe try to get a Senate run here to put together in California. Isn't Schwarzenegger going down soon?
Wouldn't be surprised if he got voted in.
Like, I actually do that sometimes. Like, sometimes I will comment on the most random shit that has nothing to do with Call of Duty, and then I'll just see the onslaught of views and the onslaught of people going, yeah, I totally agree, but what does this have to do with Call of Duty? I'm like, you guys are stalkers. Like, stop.
Yeah, I see that a lot. Like, I'll see my sub box and I'll see, Only Use Me Blade tape. They go comment on a random video, and then someone will just post, thumbs this up if Only Use Me Blade sent you here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. I'm sorry. Please continue without me. My mind blank.
No. We're putting you on the spot there.
Yeah, we'll wait.
All right, new topic then. Project Natal. You guys get it?
I got it. Oh, no, hell no. Hell no.
No?
What is Project Natal?
So the Wii, you hold these controllers in your hand and you wave them around in the air. Natal
You're talking to the guy that didn't want to click on the link in the Skype combo. So.
Yeah, so before the podcast started,
So you're saying that I'm going to have to summon a driver to drive me to Best Buy to buy this? Is that what you're saying?
Only Use Me Blade. I sent him a URL, and he said he was too lazy to click it. I was like, oh my lord, that's crazy lazy.
Hey, you're on my time. You're on my time.
So
I'm too lazy to hit the R1 button. What do you think?
Natal is kind of like the Wii, except that instead of a controller in your hand that you wave around, it's a camera that looks at you and determines what you're doing. So you can
sounds
imagine
like some Big Brother shit. That's some Big Brother shit.
Like a racing game where you hold your hands in the air and pretend to work a steering wheel and a shifter, or you hit the pits and you pretend to work a impact wrench to change the tires. Like this is what Microsoft has coming. So it's kind of like
is Wii selling off the shelves enough for them to say we need a Pepsi to its Coke?
Wii is the dominant console. It is outsold. I want to make up stuff and say it's outsold Xbox and PS3 combined, but if it hasn't,
it's outsold the Bible. Just say it's outsold the Bible.
It's in that league, and it's by far outsold either one of them individually. Like the Wii, and on top of that, it's tremendously profitable because you buy a Wii, it's a couple $100, then you buy the game, and then you buy this plastic junk to stick your controller in, a steering wheel, for example, and it costs $45 for 30 cents worth of plastic junk. So it's the most profitable console by far, and I think.
Can I get an aimbot for the Wii so I don't actually have to physically move? Is that possible?
Maybe it'll have retinal display. You can just look at targets.
Have you ever tried to play Call of Duty on the Wii? Because I have, and it's ridiculously retarded.
Tell me, really?
Here's the sales figures right here. We have sold 70.78 million consoles.
Boring. No one cares about sales.
No, okay,
Xbox 70? Has sold 40 million.
Uh-huh.
PS3 sold 35.7 million.
So it's almost,
So I was about on target with my guess there. It's about both of the other two combined.
It's almost double.
I think that in the future, Apple is going to come out with a contact lens that you put in your eye, and it's going to have all your media. It's going to have video game stuff, and your brain kind of contacts it, and it's going to be called the Eye.
But it won't have a camera though. They'll release that in the second version.
It'll be an update. It'd be a contact lens filmware.
You'll have to buy it though.
I'll probably get the Natal. The Natal's only going to be $100, I heard. And I have a family. I've got a wife and kids who might be into that if I'm not. So I we'll check it out. Plus, I'm on YouTube, and subs might be interested in what Natal's about.
Well, now the thing is that everyone. I like how everyone goes. Well, I might not like this game, but if I do one commentary on Machinima, it'll pay for itself, right?
I've had that thought. Yeah.
Have you heard people say that? It's like, come on, dude. No one's playing Dead to Rights 3. Stop.
No, but I did that with Battlefield. I was like, should I get this game? Well, actually, if I put one on Machinima, then the game comes free. And I kind of liked Battlefield. Not a ton. I enjoyed it. So, the fact that I have
if you ever get paid.
That's true, yeah. People don't realize.
We don't talk about Hutch. We don't talk about Machinima. And
I'll talk about Machinima. Those guys, I don't know anyone that's been paid. I think XCal got paid a gazillion months ago once.
I have been paid.
Oh, for when? What time period?
December.
So September through December, you've gotten money for that period?
I mean, what's all this bringing up date stuff? I don't understand this. You brought up FPS Kyle, not knowing what day it was, and, you gotta be so You can't be restricted by calendars and Mayan.
I'm sorry. I'm like a grown-up that like looks at
calendars.
calendars.
So you have bills? Oh.
Yeah.
You have responsibilities? What's that?
Like, if my employer said, look, we're going to get around to paying you. We do like 6 or 7 month delayed, and you don't know how much you're going to be making. I'd be like, dude, it's time for a new employer. But that's Machinima's deal. No one knows how much they're going to get paid. And no one knows really when they're going to get paid, it feels like. I thought I was going to get paid May 30th, but it didn't work out like that. So now they're saying June 30th, because I guess May 30th was last year, and I started in January. So the January through March should come on June 30th, and the whole thing just seems really wacky to me.
I read it.
What I could say is that from having videos in December, and that being what's called quarter 4, I have been paid for it. They do pay, so they do cough up the money eventually. So.
And how do you So I've been wondering. Do they only pay on qualifying views? Do you have any kind of feeling on how these qualifying views work?
It's basically the U.S. views, because over in most of the countries in Europe don't show advertising, so it's only ad-supported views.
Yeah, I think it's just North America, basically.
Yeah, I know they say that. Because I watch a lot of Machinima videos, and a lot of them don't have ads on them at all. So I wonder how that works out. Do they just take a loss on some of those clicks?
I don't know. I noticed that too. There's a little trick that you make your Machinima videos autoplay as soon as someone go to your channel. So it's you will give me half a penny right now, But sometimes they don't have the little, they don't have the advertisements beforehand. And also the new thing is people hitting F5 to skip the ads. I noticed that. They'll be press F5 to skip the ad. Thumbs me up, And
I think that really just refreshes the page. That's what it does.
Yeah, that gives you a second view.
It gives you
another
view, basically.
Hey, everyone go hit F5 a couple times. I'm down.
And it doesn't work
anymore
either.
If you watch the video, press F5 5 times for me.
Yeah. I don't want you to comment. I don't want you to like. Just hit that F5 a couple times.
Yeah. So this is my ambush question for Wings of Redemption here. I've been watching your last couple commentaries, and what's up with the rooster pornography going on in the background? I hear him crowing. I hear him kind of cuckling. What do you got going on at home with the rooster porn?
Well, what I do is I breed gamecocks.
It is rooster porn. I had no idea I was so close to the mark.
No, it's rooster porn. They're basically real dominant alpha male roosters, and they're really big. They're really strong, and I have over 200 of them just against the other side of the wall of my game room.
But it's new. So is it a different time of day you're commentating? Why are there?
Oh, but I've been experimenting with mics.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't have rooster counseling technology? The new Astros have superior rooster canceling technology.
Hey, our roosters want a dual comm.
Now that would be groundbreaking, dude.
Yeah. No one's done a dual comm with farm animals before.
Yeah.
So give me
my KDR shit, but I'm a rooster. Sub me. Yeah.
So I was thinking of doing an El Presador, style video where I fuss at getting shot in the back and things like that. But now I'm thinking I should do a Wings of Redemption video where I could get a real high KD play, real conservative, and have farm animals going in the background. Moo!
Welcome to Machinima Cox, the rooster only Call of Duty channel.
Nice.
Here's a question. I'm looking at these sales figure on these consoles.
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox and the 360 are right there neck and neck at each other. Why is there so many more people on Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox than there's on the PS3?
Because a lot of people who buy the PS3 buy that as an entertainment console. Not knocking the PS3, because I have a PS3. But a lot of people buy that because as a Blu-ray player. I know, but I mean,
I agree.
It is an upgradable Blu-ray player, which you can't. Yeah. A year ago, there was no other upgradable Blu-ray player, so you have to kind of give them that.
I use my PS3.
Here's the thing. I don't
day.
believe that because see, here's the thing. I install home theater systems for a living, and I presented the option to people saying, hey, you know, you might not be a gamer, but like I can customize a remote so that a PS3 system will be your Blu-ray player and it'll be able to stream Netflix. And if you were ever be so inclined, you could pop a video game in there. And not one person has ever took me up on that offer.
Really?
Yeah, most people see the PS3 as a gaming console, and that's a niche they're trying to jump away from because older people don't want a gaming console. That's not cool in the older people.
Hey. Settle on the old people talk, all right?
I've always said though, if the PS, I know it sounds a little silly, but if the PS3 were to come out with an infrared remote, not the Blu-ray, not Blu-ray, Bluetooth, because like the PS3 remote control that you can buy for like $30 is Bluetooth, and it's not interchangeable with customizable remote controls. You basically have to jerry rig it. If PS3 were to come with an actual remote that would learn the basic functions of TV codes, it would be a much bigger sale. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I agree completely. But I was gonna say, I use my PS3 every day, and I haven't played a game on it in weeks. But it's my Netflix and my Blu-ray player. I use all the time.
See? And like and my mom has even asked me, I still live at home, my mom even asked me if she could have my PS3 because she wants to watch Netflix and watch Blu-rays. So I mean, and even though, like you said, Blade, you said like, you know, people don't really want it, but there's people who might play a game like once a month. And they'll be like, I might as well just get the PS3, you know what I mean? Because I might want to play a game. The younger guys who don't really play games, but they need
to release cribbage or pinochle for the PS3, and the old people would buy that up. I'm serious, man. Like some cribbage, some spades or something. Some dominoes.
I seriously want to play the PS3 more because my brother recently bought a PS3 and he's deployed in Iraq. And it's what he's going to be doing when he's in his downtime when he's not on shift. I can't deal with the mics no more. I mean, I've been broken like a bad horse.
I hear you, but I do feel like we talk about the mics every podcast. I'm sure we have PS3 listeners.
The only thing I'm going to say, here's playoffs. The only thing I'm going to say.
Leave me alone.
Oh, okay. I thought you made the playoff reference from Iverson. No, the only thing I'm going to get into about the whole 360 versus PS3 thing is that I think the one deciding factor that you have to consider is your friends that you have that you want to game with. What system do they have? Because I think that is the one deciding factor that a lot of people never mention when they mention the whole console war thing. So.
Exactly.
Like they say which one's better. It's comparing Pepsi to Coke, and some people might.
You got it right. I made the argument the other day on my channel. The guy's like, "Why don't you ever play on the PS3 anymore?" I'm like, "There's nobody on the PS3 I want to play with." To be honest, exactly. I mean, I got Blame Truth, I got Bash, I got Woody's Gamer Tech, I got Kyle, you know, Wine and Blues all over here. Who do I got over here?
That is true. I mean, it's kind of crazy because like I don't want to sound cocky, but who else right now, as far as YouTube commentators, plays on PS3 besides myself?
Yeah, and I was actually thinking that too. I was wondering that to myself.
G-Unit.
Pretty lately.
G-Unit doesn't count.
G-Unit, White Boy 7th Street.
Yeah, White Boy 7th Street.
Yeah. I don't want to make this a bash against other commentators, but I was serious about it. Like, most commentators play on the 360 for whatever reason. That was their console that they had. But, you know, before they started commentating, for whatever reason, that's the system that they have.
Let's tackle this giant, because Woody brings this up a lot.
Oh boy,
why is every game that's over 100 kills on the PS3?
Oh yeah.
That's a good.
Not
question.
every game, but there are a lot more there, aren't they?
I've never seen. I'm gonna go on a limb. I've never seen a 360 100 kill game. Never had
one.
XCal's had a bunch of
PS3.
Yeah. XCal's had a bunch of them.
And doesn't Tabe get some big scores like that sometimes?
XCal had a bunch of. I've never seen XCal bust 100.
Now, are we talking about Modern Warfare 2? Are we talking about COD 4? Or are we talking about
Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2. Well, are there just a shit ton of 100 kill games out there?
There's a lot of like 80.
Every game White Boy 7th Street posts is a 100 kill game.
He gets some beast scores, and his KD. And you look at his page, his KD isn't that high. You would think if he's getting 100 scores like that,
like 15.
Yeah, he must be doing something crazy, but.
Yeah, but that's the nature of being a really aggressive player.
That absolutely. Like lately, I've been just trying to be just super aggressive when I've been playing, and most of the time it doesn't work. But then I'll get those good games, and then those are the games I post.
I'm wondering this. I haven't broken 100 kills on 360. I came close a couple times, but I've done it 6 or 7 times on PS3. I'm wondering if that's the fact that
you played like 22 days on the PS3.
I've got 18 days on Xbox now.
Okay, but also, how many of those 100 kill games did you have when the game was still fresh?
Yeah, most of them was that time. I'm wondering if it maybe
that's your answer. Case closed.
Well, no, there's more to it because White Boy 7th Street still gets it.
I said next.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucking with you guys.
But, that's a good, because...
that would be awesome to have that
power.
I'm just wondering if the fact is I quit playing Ground War, is that the reason I'm not pulling the 100 kill games?
That might be it, because when you get your air support in Ground War, it goes to work.
That's
it goes to work, so... Yep. And there are a lot of dumber kids in Ground War, to be honest, I find. I mean, no offense to people who play Ground War, but I find that people like to play Ground War are usually just a lot of the recreational players, like, oh, more players, I'm just going to jump in this one right here, Like,
I've never been a fan of Ground War, and the reason why is because what I do is so connection-based, but it would just make, like, mathematical sense that connections are not going to be as good on Ground War as they're going to be in a 6-on-6 game type.
Absolutely. Yeah, these residential... like, internet connections don't do a good job at supporting 18 players.
Why can't we have dedicated servers?
That's a good question.
That's funny.
I don't understand their motivation for that.
You guys want to go?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you guys want to stay on the gaming thing, go on to the Black Ops, or you want to go to my other topic?
Oh, let me go to Black Ops. Because so here's the deal. I have a subscriber who is an industry insider. And, my initial thought was, well, maybe he's full of malarkey and he's not a good source. But
Let me guess. He would release important information if you allowed him to be friends with you on Xbox. Is that
No, actually. He just said, I'm a big fan. I have a priority code for a game that's coming out. Would you like to get it early? And by the way, I have friends working on Black Ops. Would you like to know more about it? And we started working via email. So I know his work email address, and I can tell you, he's an industry guy. So, anyway, here's some of the things I learned about Black Ops.
How come I don't get any action like that? Like,
I think it goes by how cool you are.
Oh, well.
So, just good luck.
That hurt right here.
You don't appeal to the old guys. You don't appeal to the old guys.
Yeah, right. Maybe
Blade, racist against fat people. That's why we don't get no insider tips.
What are you talking about? Okay.
No, Blade's
back in the day when I was black, I would have never took that from you.
Let me tell you, your Black Ops intel. So one of the things I learned, you only get 2 perks, and the first 2 perks that you choose gives you your third one. So, like, the stopping power plus extreme condition might automatically get you sleight of hand or something like that.
That's genius. That's genius. Because all the perks in all the Call of Duty games, they're not bad by themselves, but combinations of perks. One-man army noob tube and danger close is obnoxious. Marathon lightweight commando put together is the most annoying shit in the world. So I think that by taking 2 perks that you choose and then the game automatically choosing you, I think that's genius. That's going to balance the game out.
All I got to say is Trac's coming through for me again.
All right, I got a lot more. There's like 20 here. So one is there's the new armor system, and the armor system. The 2 examples that he gave me were Cold-Blooded and Juggernaut. Were going to be an armor that you could put on. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The FAMAS is back, but it's not a burst fire weapon. It's a rapid fire weapon. He calls it a rapid fire weapon, which I assume to mean full auto, but the FAMAS is back. There's no M4, which is kind of new for Modern Warfare games, but there's something called...
That is kind of crazy.
There's a SIG Commando. Wings, you probably know what a SIG Commando is. What is that?
Not off the top of my head, I don't.
Off the top of your head. Okay. So, the RPK, the Scorpion, and the MAC-11 guns are in the game already.
So the Scorpion's coming back? I love the Scorpion COD 4.
Yeah, you use it a lot. Well, you love the Scorpion because you never had to shoot it.
Well, I'm talking about when I would shoot. So.
Okay.
Here's like a way of
Here you go,
screen.
smart guy.
Yeah, I know. The only ONLYUSEmeBLADE gun endorsement is one of the least sought out endorsements in all of Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I'm sure they're knocking down my door. I want to know what my gun perks are going to be.
So I'm about halfway here. There's no commando, which is a really good thing. Scavenger no longer replenishes equipment. So it seems like Scavenger might refill your bullets, but not your grenades, which is a kind of cool thing. One-man army is out. There's no one-man army in Black Ops.
But that was such a fair perk, though.
Yeah, the one-man army, it's the kind of mistake I could have made. If I was designing the game and I was like, hey, if you stand still for 5 seconds, you can reload, maybe this is a good idea.
Okay, Modern Warfare 2 is like, okay, imagine this is going to be a fat kid moment. Imagine going to Baskin Robbins and just saying, you know what, give me one of every single kind of ice cream and just put it all together. It's going to taste horrible. At the time when you're drunk and high, it might sound like a good idea, but the end result is going to be horrible.
You know what?
That's
that
what
analogy really works for me. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of these ideas in isolation could have been good ones, but when you put them together, things get drastically unbalanced. And
Exactly,
it's pretty
because
bad.
what's going to happen is you're going to have people like us that play the game a lot, and we're going to figure out weird combinations that might be a little unfair. You know?
And that's where beta test.
Exactly. They need to have. I'm pretty sure they're going to have beta testing though. That's what I've heard.
I've heard
Everyone
that
has
too.
played World at War.
I heard
that
yeah, I
they're
heard
pretty.
that.
They're more community conscious, and they're going to have beta testing. They're going to see what works and what doesn't, and
So,
and
I tell you guys, Treyarch's the bomb.
so let me keep going here. One-man army's gone. I said that. The highest kill streak reward at the moment is 15. So I don't
That
know
makes
what it would
sense.
be,
That makes
The
sense.
highest kill streak's at 15. There's no emergency airdrop yet. I don't know if it's coming, but there is a care package.
Oh,
So-
and I hate to interrupt you. From what I've heard, they're saying that your kill streaks, you actually have to get your kill streaks with your guns. Like you'll still get kills with your chopper or your airstrike or whatever, but it's not going to count towards your next kill streak. Is
I've
that
heard
true?
that too. Yeah, I've
I
heard
like
that same
that.
thing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And this is all speculation anyway.
I'm
but-
wondering if the vehicles on the map going to give you kill streaks, though. Like, you can sit in a tank in World of War, get your dogs in seconds.
That's what we're saying. They're saying that they, from what I've heard, that that your kill streaks can't get you other kill streaks. That you need to get kills with your gun or a grenade or with your, heaven behold, a knife. You know, like you have to get your kill streaks with your weapons and not your kill streaks.
Are they going to have vehicles in this game? Have they said that yet? Have they
Yeah, they've
confirmed
said
that?
Yeah,
vehicles.
they've confirmed vehicles. So here, let me do more. I said there's no e-drop. It's a care package. You can sprint to prone in the current build. So that
What do you
sounds
mean?
like, I don't
What do you
know.
mean sprint to prone?
It sounds to me
Slide
like,
down on your
you know
belly.
how right now you go from sprint to crouch to prone? It sounds like you can remove that middle step and, go from full speed to instant stop a little quicker. And
Oh,
that could
Wow.
change the dynamic, right? I mean,
yeah,
that
absolutely.
might change the way close quarters combat work. Right now you do the drop shot, but what if you can sprint to drop shot in a way that you can't now? Like that,
Like a slip and slide. Is that what you're saying?
could be, I don't know, but you can sprint to prone. So
That's going to be abused, dude. I can see that shit. People just sliding all over the fucking ground and shit.
It'll be like World of War, like I told
the
Bash.
worm.
Yeah, people are going to be snaking all over the ground.
We'll
But
see.
yeah, I'll think they're talking about that, Bash. I think they're talking like the Red Dead Redemption type of shit where you like dive on your belly and go down your gun and you're in prone.
That's
Oh,
my
okay,
guess. Yeah,
okay.
that's what I interpret that to mean. So the
That's
tack
cool,
knife
man.
is gone, but there's a ballistic knife. And I had to look up what a ballistic knife is. It's a Russian thing where it's a knife with like a spring in it,
Yeah.
and you hold the handle, but it shoots the blade. So I think it's effectively like a throwing knife.
That's what's up.
I
like that.
don't know, man. That's borderline gun. I don't know if you can use that, dude.
No, it's still nice. Still
Because I
nice.
had some explosive in it. I seen it on Deadliest Warrior. The freaking Spetsnaz were using it. That shit is deadly. It's like a bullet, basically.
Man, well, I mean, we'll have to. Here's the thing, though. I think that they're going to do the testing, and then they'll figure out what's balanced. Hopefully, they make the game balanced. So
My
that's
guess
all. That's
is that-
all I'm asking for is just balance.
My
you
guess
know?
is that the ballistic knife in practice becomes
Fuck you, Kobe.
something like a shotgun. In that, it's only good sort of up close, but it's an instant kill if you get it on target. And that's how shotguns work, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, now the Claymore is a piece of equipment, and that's, you only get one. And because it's equipment, that tells me that, Scavenger doesn't replenish it. So that
I think they should have it like COD 4, where Claymore is actually a perk. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
No, it
you only
doesn't
get to
bother me
pick the
that,
perks now.
yeah, I don't mind a Claymore replacing a nade, but, the fact
that
that
is cool. That's
the
cool.
fact that you get one per life, that works for me.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, so that's okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I
Grenades
can
are
see the
not
comments now.
considered part of equipment and are replenished by Scavenger. So that might counteract what I just said in that, there's a choice there. But grenades are not equipment and Scavenger fills them back up. So, okay. M16 is still the shit. This is the intel I get from my industry insider.
Quote unquote.
Real official intel there.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get some
Imagine like a
serious
board
M16
meeting with like stock investors, and they're like, okay, so what do you plan for the visions of the games? Like, M16 still a shit. That's it.
Big mahogany table all sitting around. Yeah, so, in my hands, the burst fire weapons are not the best ones in the game. I've seen other people who have like just a freaking gift for getting on target and one-shotting again and again. I played against Team Envious in game battles, and those guys, like, they're human aimbots. And I'm not accusing them of cheating. I'm saying they're good at this game, and they just freaking instant on and pull the trigger and kill you. And they might as well have death ray vision. They use their burst weapons so well. So for people like that, they're awesome. For people that are, a little more.
Yeah, but here's
category,
the question, though, Woody.
Go ahead.
What series of M16 are we talking about? The burst weapon didn't come into the A3 and the A4. The A1 and A2 are all fully automatic.
It's still the shit series.
See, you're taking the game way too seriously. They're bringing up model numbers and part
Yeah,
numbers.
but see, this game is supposed to take place largely in Vietnam, which they use the A2, which
I
had,
think that Vietnam
all
intel
powder.
is out of date. I mean, that's what we were thinking 6 months ago, but we've learned more since then. And it's World War II to the 80s.
Well,
what is a multiplayer?
We just looked up that SIG Commando. That gun was made 1990 to present.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. So here's
just
a new
turn
one
off-
for you, Wing. The
turn off
PSG-1 sniper rifle is in the game.
Oh, no, that's the G3 sniper rifle, son. That's the shit. That's what I've always wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you are. I made you happy.
Yeah, that was the
That's
shit.
the G3 variation of the sniper rifle.
That's what I was thinking.
Are they getting rid of Sleight of Hand Pro? If they are, I'm going to be one happy blade. Because
I don't have anything on
I
that.
hope they get rid of Dead Silence. I seriously do. I don't want that shit.
why?
Because I can sound whore all day. Nobody can get away from me. If it was just me and I could crouch walk and aim down sight and everybody else had to do what they're fucking gonna do and they're dumb as shit, I would own the show.
I'm gonna go Kyle. How about a game mode where only I can have ninja? That would be
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I will give up Ninja if it makes everybody else give up Ninja as well. I'd be happy camper.
Yeah, something like a marathon with an aim down sight might work. Like, if you aim down sight with lightweight on, then you're not intolerably slow. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it all day, but if you're indoors, it's not so bad.
Taking out a Dead Silence or a Ninja perk that's been well known in the Call of Duty series, especially against hardcore gamers that go out and buy these headphones. We're not going to do anything about it, but that kind of sucks.
You're right, Blade. It's not going to happen. And personally, I wouldn't want it because I have Ninja on every class.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, but see, could you not adjust without playing it? Playing without it, you have to play smarter.
Of course,
Instead of running across the courtyard.
In game battles, it would change things a lot.
Oh yeah, in game battles it definitely changed things because that's why that became the standard that everyone just runs that. You know what I mean? Like anybody that wouldn't run that would get like instantly killed. Okay, we're done with you. Now let's start playing.
Right. Yeah.
I like it how they did it in COD 4 where you had to choose for my type of playstyle. I had to choose between extreme conditioning and ninja.
Mm-hmm.
So I can run fast, but I'm going to make lots of noise, or I could run like everyone else, but I don't make any noise.
Hey, Blade, answer this for me. Can you remind me what extreme conditioning did? Did it just make your sprint longer and that's it?
Okay, best way
Double
to
sprint
describe
speed.
it. Well, extreme conditioning?
Double just sprint.
I thought
Not
that
your
it was
speed,
like
your duration.
the duration. Yeah, that's like if you can only run for 20 feet, now you can run for 30 feet, and then you have to stop and take a breather, and then you can start running again.
It was double.
I don't think your character moves faster.
It doesn't move faster. It doubles your sprint time.
Yeah, it's just like marathon, but not.
That's what we're saying. Like the duration of times in between, you have to take a break or a breather.
Like marathon, except that you did have to.
You eventually got to
Whereas
stop.
marathon, you can sprint all day. Okay, so I'm almost done here. UAV, airstrike, and 3 types of chopper are back. Pavlo's one of them, but it has a feature that's unique to the game, with no details there. And the SR-71 is definitely one of the Killstreak awards. SR-71, is that bomber?
We find out for you.
It's a Blackbird.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
is it an Intel?
It is a Blackbird.
It's a it doesn't attack, does it? It just gathers. It's a spy plane. Am I right?
It's pretty much a stealth spy plane. Like they won't be able to shoot it out in the sky. It's also it can be converted over to a bomber. It's basically like what the stealth bomber is, but it's smaller.
Okay.
Next.
No, that's the end. That's the end of my
Good. I was getting bored as fuck from that. I'm sorry.
This is one of the reasons people don't like you.
No, I don't know, guys. I'm not a gamer. Like
technically, the SR-71 was made before the stealth bomber. The stealth bomber is the successor to it, but it was like a first prototype. It's made by the same company. Huh?
Why don't you become like a history teacher, Wings? Like,
because that requires degrees, and I didn't get a degree in education.
Hey, it's never too late. You saw those advertisements, man.
Yeah.
It is never too late.
Too late.
School forever.
You can get online, get your college degree from Phoenix Online.
Phoenix
yeah. Online.
There you are.
I'm sure. Well, you're probably right. Where I live at, a degree of Phoenix Online would look pretty good.
How about this? I'm actually interested in this because I don't know. How about everyone say where the, you don't have to necessarily say the city, but the state that you guys all hail from or where you guys all live at.
I'll go first.
I'm curious about this, so.
So I grew up in Jersey, and I moved to North Carolina like 11, 12 years ago.
Right on. Wings?
Conway, South Carolina.
Okay.
Bash. Think it's Drew Bash.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Ooh.
And Blade?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. So it's only 8 p.m. there.
Yeah, it's still early, bro. I'm watching Seattle right now.
Seattle, Washington, and you're rooting for the Celtics.
Well, let me just say something real quick. First off, Kobe Bryant's a bitch. And second of all, no, for real, the biggest whining, complaining asshole in the game ever. The guy's a complete douchebag, and I hope he gets AIDS. Not in a bad way, but I honestly do hope he gets AIDS. And also,
in a good way, though.
Magic Johnson.
In a good way, I hope he gets AIDS. Like, I don't want him to like go straight from AIDS to HIV. I want him to get AIDS, maybe play like
backwards.
Be like half as, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I don't really know, okay, I know, doesn't it go HIV to AIDS, right?
Mm-hmm. And you have to enjoy it.
I want him to get HIV, and then be forced to retire, and then get AIDS, and then die, and then I don't have to listen to him ever again. And the reason why I'm rooting for the Celtics is because of Ray Allen, and I've been watching Ray Allen since, okay, so what's the part number for the Model 8K?
Oh, that was awesome.
All I'm gonna say just to end it is if you think Kobe Bryant is a douchebag, then what is Kevin Garnett? He is the biggest douchebag in the league.
Kevin Garnett doesn't really bother me though. Like,
who gives a fuck how a guy acts? If he can play ball, he can play fucking ball.
Then Kobe wins the argument every time.
Damn straight.
I'm not taking anything away from Kobe. He's an exceptional player. Kobe would beat me in a one-on-one game 100 out of 100 times. That's not the point. The point is he's a fucking douchebag. And
douchebag has nothing to do with his ability to play basketball. I'm sorry.
And I'm giving him the full respect. He's a very good basketball player. But he's a whiner, he's a complainer, and he's an actor. He deserves an Oscar for some of the fouls that he pretends to get and he goes the foul line for more than he deserves.
It's not his fault. It's the ref's fault. Everyone fakes it.
But wait a minute. You've hazed him a whole lot for the way that he talks to the refs, yet you let that whole rape thing slide.
Every athlete catches a rape charge now and again.
Yeah, it's what is that called? Like coming of age?
I gotta go with this on this side.
A rite of passage. You catch the rape case if you're a professional basketball player. That's just a rite of passage.
Oh, God.
I mean,
but also think about it though. Okay, Kobe Bryant's like a 6'6" black guy, and the girl was like a 5'0" white girl. Of course, there's going to be vaginal bruising. You know what I mean?
But she had 3 different types of sperm in her underwear. So what about that?
That's just a nasty bitch. That's just a nasty bitch. Well, that's not. That's just, you need to do laundry. That's all that is.
That's what it is.
But I'm not going to bring up the rape case. Everyone knows it.
I got a question like this.
But I'm not, and here's the thing, the reason why I don't want to bring up the rape case is because I don't want to bring up anything from that. I'm just talking about his demeanor and his attitude on the basketball court. Yeah, I wish he lived in New York so that he can get drunk and fall in the subway and die. Like, that's pretty much my feeling on
all best wishes to the Bryant family from Painkiller already.
Absolutely.
All right. I think it's time for my story. So
Story time.
Let's let the guests choose.
Okay, can we sit Indian style?
Here are the titles of my stories that I'm prepared to tell. Woody Saves 130 Lives. Getting Thrown Out of the College Dorms and How I Met My Wife. My First Apartment, Woody's Adventure in Poverty. My First Visit to a Jail Cell. Worst Beating Ever.
Jail cell.
The jail cell?
Jail cell. Yeah.
Or you could tell the story about how you got thrown out of the dorms, but try to not mention how you met your wife stuff. Just the dorm part. If you could do that.
Let's come to a consensus here. Bash
Jail.
It's not the...
Jail.
I want the poverty story.
Jail.
The poverty story's...
Jail.
It's got cred, but all right.
We got 2 out of 3 saying jail.
Yeah, the story's done.
Did you get some tits drawn on your back and a little magic marker on your butt?
No. So I hope the title never do it. But here's the deal. So I'm in high school, and there's this guy that I hardly knew. I guess he was an acquaintance. You know, and we were friendly.
We can call him gym teacher. Okay. Let's go.
So we got along, but we weren't like tight or anything. We talked in school, but not out of it. And he went to a party.
They were very loose, faggoty friends.
He went to a party with these college kids, and I guess he talked to somebody's girl. He didn't score. He didn't do anything like over the top. He saw a pretty girl who was at the party. He talked her up, and then the college guys beat the hell out of him for talking to the wrong girl. I guess she was somebody's boyfriend. And he came to school the next day, and he had some of the blackest black eyes that you've ever seen, and his nose was broken in a couple places. And he had this, like, L-shaped piece of plastic on his nose so that it would hold its structure as it healed. And the whole high school was enraged.
So he's walking it off, is what you're saying. He's walking it off.
Yeah, he's walking it off. Right, a little trip to the E-room, and then the next day he's back in school, or maybe he missed a day, and he is the victim of a pretty good beatdown. So
I'd have missed a day looking for a lead pipe.
That's about where we're headed on this. So like the whole high school sees this, and he's a likable, friendly guy. And I don't know, maybe 400 of us decide that we're going to get back at these guys. And after school ends, there's like a riot headed toward the house of the scene of the crime here. So I get there, and I guess I'm kind of a jackass because I'm near the front of the riot, looking forward to this thing. And when we show up at the house, they're not there. So there's nobody to beat up, and we're all kind of shrugging our shoulders, not quite sure what to do. And this 85-pound girl grabs the this rental real estate sign from the front of it and starts bashing the windows of the house. So so she sort of incites like everyone, like, all right, the renters aren't here, so clearly the next thing to do is beat up the house that they're staying in. So I sort of stand there dumbfounded as people start pouring into the doors as quickly as people can pour into a house. And
you walk away and say you took part in it.
Would have been a better move. So anyway, as I just enter, like, cross the threshold into the living room, I see this guy, and he's got a vacuum cleaner in his hands. And he swings it back like a golf club, and then swings it forward through the television, and smashes the vacuum cleaner into the TV like it's a golf club. And the moment I saw that, I was like, I think my decision making is not good here. Maybe I should leave. So I did. And that's when the police sirens and like every darn cop in the town had sort of rushed in on the area. And even fire trucks had pulled up just to like aid to the response. And I don't know, for all I know, tree trimmers were there from the city, just like raining down, trying to catch every person that was involved in this that they could. So I got caught, and I thought I had made it like 3 or 4 blocks away, and I just started walking like casually, and the cops.
Yeah, that move never works. The walking casually from the riot.
Yeah, just keep going, man.
You would have stayed sprint all the way through, because I thought once I got a little distance and acted like a non-participant, then that was the move.
Yeah.
Not
Should
so
have
much.
a book bag in the bushes or something.
I had a book bag, I think, and so.
Why do people think that works? Like, do you think cops drive by? He's like, oh no, it's him. No, he's just a casual walker. Keep him going. You know, like that doesn't.
Well, what's your alternative?
like
Just
that.
keep sprinting or hide in the bushes?
Sprint. You got to take the most awkward. You got to go through backyards and shit. That's what you got to do. You cannot walk on the road.
I'd dashboard it right there.
Yeah, all right. So the police picked me up and they stuffed me in the back of a cop car and they handcuffed me with like 3 other people. And then they take us in and they put me in like the little town jail cell.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
What is your physical stature?
At this point, I'm I'm probably 5'10" and like 140 pounds with a broken arm.
Okay. When I was in 6th grade, I was 6'2", 250 pounds. So you have to kind of think, and not like fat boy 250 pounds. Like I was in the gym every day. Like I was playing football and stuff like that. So you have to think like as far as being. Now imagine yourself in the back of the cop car. Was that comfortable? Was that lavish? No, it was cramped, right?
Yeah, and the seat is not upholstered. It's like a park bench.
Yeah, so imagine a big boy in the back there. Not fun. And they use the same handcuffs. So I'm mean to write my governor about the way they treat people when they arrest them, because it's not right.
I only had one handcuff on, because the other one didn't fit around the cast. So
they still put a handcuff.
Yeah, and attached it to nothing. I had like a little weapon on my one arm.
That's funny.
So you could have actually swung it at them.
If
they were really mean, they would have like handcuffed your right hand to your left ankle just to make it look stupid. Like,
pierce my
nose. This will teach you, cast boy.
Yeah. So then they put us in the jail cell, and they start questioning us, and they question us as a group, and that didn't really crack us. And then they pulled us out individually, and I go in this little like detective room like you see on TV, and the cops start asking you who did this, who did that, who did whatever. And
you're not at the age where you're just supposed to lawyer up, right? I'm assuming. So.
Yeah, I wasn't really that guilty of anything. Like I saw a crime committed. Maybe I guess in reality I did step in the house like a foot and a half and then exit out. But I'm not that worried about it. So
no,
anyway,
if a cop starts talking to me about jaywalking, I ask for a lawyer. Like I don't tell him nothing. So
the only person I gave up was the tiny little girl that took the real estate sign. And
you snitched on the small lady?
But wait, well, you have to know her too. She wasn't the most likable girl. And when I give up her name, he's like, "We have 350 people that have given her up. She couldn't possibly have done all of this." And I'm like, "That's all I saw." So but she was in front.
That's kind of fucked up. So everyone just pointed the finger at her?
Everyone. Like hundreds of people all said she did it. That's how it went down. And no one gave up anyone else. But she was responsible. Like the whole crowd was just sort of shrugging our shoulders. And she's like, "Get the house!" And she leads by example.
Meanwhile, she's so small, she's like sliding out of the handcuffs and shit.
Yeah, so I was probably in the jail cell for, I don't know, 4 hours or so. And then they just started letting people go en masse.
Now I got a question. Did you go, so the situation from you leaving the jail cell to the next interaction with your parents, what was that?
I was able to walk home, so they didn't contact my parents or anything. And
do your parents know today?
I don't know if I ever brought it up, to be honest with you. I don't think so.
Well, Mrs. Woody's gamer tag, you just found out.
Yeah.
Your son's a heathen.
He's a degenerate. That much.
Yeah, degenerate. He's a
they must be tight up in New Jersey. I don't think I could get 300 people to destroy anything where I grew up.
Really? No, dude. We were big old street gang, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen some epic battles in my time too. So, when the high school kids get together, man, like I noticed in high schools, you can have anger amongst each other and hate each other, but once like some sort of outside, some foreign person comes in and messes with like one person in the school, it's like everybody in the school is just.
Oh yeah,
dude. Same way.
Like I remember people used to get in fights after like high school basketball games. Like I'd be all worn out and shit, and then they're like, Interlake and Bellevue got in a fight, and I'm like, over what? Like there's no alcohol involved. It's just angry teenagers, and they're like prideful of their school. Like, I'm not fighting over school spirit. It ain't happening. I'm sorry.
We used to have some, like, I don't know, school spirit was somehow uncool yet still existed. And, like, for example, a hitchhiker. If there was a hitchhiker from your school, you picked them up every single time. Didn't matter if you're a preppy and that guy was a metalhead, and, you know, that guy gets a ride. So, a little something going on.
Speaking of school spirit, whatever happened to country spirit?
You don't think it's there?
I don't think it's there no more. See, like,
I'm talking about, like, redneck pride, for lack of a better term.
Are you talking about national pride?
I'm talking about national country pride.
Oh, okay. You're talking about patriotism.
I
Yeah.
love
Whatever
that.
happened to that?
That's there. It's there. It ain't
That's
going
not
nowhere.
there, dude. Come on. Look at, like, Michael.
You're making it sound. You're making it sound like
Hear me out.
patriotism is a fad or something. Like,
No,
it was hot
it
in
is a fad.
2009, but 2010 it's taking a drop. Is that what you're saying? Like, come on.
It is a fad, but let's look at it. Like Michael Moore. Michael Moore makes films that basically deter America's, culture, civilization, whatever. And the reason he makes money off these people because people want to hate America for some reason.
I don't think it's just people want to hate America. I think it's just people like the controversial shit. You know what I mean? That's just what people like. They like to see some asshole saying some messed up shit, some like completely twisted stuff. They just like seeing that. It's entertaining, and that's why Michael Moore doesn't have a lot of respect.
Wings, you're like, our YouTube videos can be a very, very small reflection of that. Okay, good example. Like, if you look at my videos, okay, in the same week, I put out a video that's like a happy, everyday commentary where I literally talk about Bill Gates changing his pants in his car, and I witnessed it with my own two eyes, right? That's what one of my commentaries was about. The exact same gameplay, but it's over a response video to Next Gen Tactics. That one has 180,000 views, the other one has 80,000 views. It's the exact same gameplay, came out the same week, and then a month later, one has over double the amount of views just because it's controversial. It gets people talking. It's, people have opinions on that. Whereas a happy, entertaining commentary, they're like, well, thanks, but we want to argue about which is better, Xbox or PS3, or we want to argue about, like, I thought about this.
I understand where you're coming from, but the fact is, it is a fad. Like, when 9/11 happened, everybody had an American flag out. I'm the kind of guy that runs an American flag 365 days a year to the rest of my life. That's the kind of person I am. My entire family grew up in the military. I'm the kind of person that gets sick at stoplights when I see like a fucking Toyota Tundra with like a support our troops sticker on it. You're not supporting our troops. You're driving a Toyota Tundra. That always pisses me off. It doesn't matter if it's made in California or Texas. Fact is, they shouldn't be allowed in our country to destroy our industry. It pissed me off when Toyota eclipsed General Motors as the #1 automaker. Because
why does that affect you though, bro? Like, I don't understand how that.
It affects me like this.
Here's the thing, bro.
My great-grandfather died in World War II in the fucking Pacific Campaign.
So what does that have to do with Toyota versus Ford? I don't get it.
It has something like this. The Japanese attacked us. The Japanese you ever heard of the Bataan Death March?
Nope.
Well, there was a camp.
Ever heard of Pussy?
Pacific Islands.
I've heard of that.
Okay. That's what I'm interested in.
They made a march 60 miles without food, without water, without rest. And if they fell down, they would drive them over like they were cats or dogs in the road. And then flash forward 40 years later, after we beat these guys in war and tried to win our freedom, tried to win our children's freedom, they destroyed the industry that beat them. The reason we beat them is Ford was able to shit out a B-29 bomber every 63 minutes of the day. Our fucking auto industry won the world for us, and then they come in and destroy our auto industry.
But there are fucked up people everywhere. Though. Like, you know what I mean?
These motherfuckers driving foreign cars. That's not patriotism. That's disrespect.
No. You know what's disrespect is the damn gas. Okay, if they put out a Chevy or a Ford that gets some decent gas mileage,
they do. I mean, you don't think these
dude. I'm patriotic until I go to the fucking gas tank.
It's the same gas mileage as a fucking Silverado.
That's unpatriotic to fucking pay to get 10 miles to the gallon, though, bro. Come on,
that isn't the auto.
Here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is you're looking into it way too much. That's all I'm saying is that there's a person driving a car with a support their troop sticker, and then you're talking about some shit that happened way back when, and it's like. There's no
How about this?
connection.
Wayne, what if I said you do motor
if General
support?
Motors
Wait,
goes
let
out
me
of
jump in
business-
for a second
Hold
here,
on,
Wayne.
let me make this
No,
point.
I'm really good at making points, and I'm going to show
No,
you.
I'm gonna make this point right here.
What if I told you that it was more patriotic to get 30 miles to the gallon than to drive a full-size Chevy?
It's not.
No? Because why are we at war exactly?
Dude, look here. We're not at war because of oil. We're not at war at all because of that.
You don't think?
No. We're at war because it makes money. That's what we're at war for. We're not even at war.
I'll agree
Occupying
with
the country.
you on that. I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But here's the fact is, if Japan decided to ante up and say, fuck it, we're going to go again at America. We're going to take another shot. You think Toyota's going to build B-29 bombers? You think those factories are going to still be working? Fuck no.
We'd have to take them over. That's probably what would happen. If we went to war with Toyota,
we'd have to rebuild our auto industry because they put General Motors and Ford out of business.
we'd have trouble there. I agree that manufacturing capability is of military importance. But in a case like that, like, oh no, Toyota owns the car manufacturing plant. Yeah, until the day we declare war, at which point it becomes ours.
Yeah, you got a solid point there, but the fact is, why are we allowing these foreign countries to come in and destroy our industry? Like, we had a steel industry, we had a cotton industry, we had an oil industry, we had an automotive industry. All this stuff, we're subsidizing it to other countries now. That pisses me off. And a lot of this comes from me losing my job because I worked in a steel mill because fucking banks, basically the way it worked was we built transformer cores. And
I don't know what that is.
Well, a transformer is a thing on a light post. The electricity comes in off the wire. It goes into this coil. It's like a big old coil.
Oh, okay.
8 miles long, and it regenerizes the electricity and sends it out on the wire again, so people out in more rural areas can get electricity.
Got it.
But our we sold to people, and they had to basically pay up front. They couldn't get the product, sell it, and then give us money. We needed it up front because we had such a supply and demand. Well, after the economy crashed, the banks cut us off, and the fact that steel was made so much cheaper in China, they shut the plant down. So all my schooling's gone now because nobody wants to buy American products.
Well, I think the bottom line is, man, and this is the bottom line for almost any argument you have, is money talks. If you can get something cheaper somewhere else, that's how it's going to be.
Money should not dictate patriotism.
But that's how it is in the world.
That's the way it is, bro. Money makes the world go around,
Exactly.
You guys are talking like this. I know that's the way it works. That's the way it shouldn't work. That's the way people should fight against. Like, people fight against the Vietnam War and the Iraq War.
Yeah, you're talking to a guy that changes light bulbs from room to room and doesn't want to click on links.
I mean, I'm just saying, be honest with you, the Iraq War
not really a big fighter. Not really a go-getter. You're talking to video game players, guy. You're talking to video game players. We're not really the biggest bunch of go-getters. We're not.
I know Woody follows politics.
Mm-hmm.
And Woody knows what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you on a lot of this. The trouble is it's complicated, right? Like you say, why do we allow them to come in here and build something? Well, because if we don't, then we can't export. There's other companies like Cisco and Dell and what have you that are making a lot of money by selling stuff in Japan. There's Apple, who exports a ton of stuff. Software and financial services go out, and they say, well, we'll go to someone else. And there you have it. That's why. Our drug company.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Put
All right.
stuff out. Go ahead.
By the way, I'm joining you guys in.
Oh yeah, Kyle woke up. Thanks for that, Kyle.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm
so energized.
you only use me Blade. Basically, he just turned into Kyle.
Whoa.
You said that if they don't buy Apple or Dell from us, they'll go somewhere else. Where are they going to go?
No, that's the thing, right? If we boycott their stuff,
is he really in the chat right now?
I just jumped in here.
Hey, nice of you to join us. Yeah, fourth quarter.
I was thinking that
fourth quarter, bro.
I've seen you. You're the kind of guy that likes to enjoy a nap. I'm sure. All right. So you know where I'm coming from. I enjoyed the shit out of that nap. All right, but no. All right, they have nowhere else to go. We make the best shit. So what I'm saying is our politicians need to stop being greedy douches and tax the fucking shit out of these Chinese and Japanese and Indian imports.
That's another thing.
I'm tired of looking at the tag of my shirt. I'm tired of looking at the tag of my shirt and seeing "Made in Taiwan" and looking at the back.
How does that affect you, though? How does that affect you? Honestly,
what
another person eats doesn't make you
Here's how it affects me. Here's how it affects me. There's no racism to deal with it. My Aunt Joanne, she owned a convenience store on US 378 for 25 years. The fact is, the taxes got too high for her, so she sold it out to Sun House Industries. It's a petroleum industry. It's basically a group of Arab people. They come in, buy her store, and they don't have to pay taxes on it for 10 years. And what they're going to do is about 9 years in, they're going to sell the shit and never pay taxes on it.
Yep.
Why?
You keep asking, like, how does it affect you? How does this affect you? It eventually it all affects you in some trickle down effect because of the because this money isn't.
I don't know what I'm going
to
to eat tomorrow, so I never look that far ahead. I've lived my life not looking that far ahead of stuff. So, like, that all sounds good and dandy, but I rather walk around in a daze and just be surprised by shit like that.
I hear you, and it's funny
Nice.
to listen to.
Good to know.
But I'm with Kyle on this, right? I mean, there's a certain national strength, and I wouldn't mind more protectionism than we have now.
Yeah, reality sucks. We all get that, but I try to forget about that. Like,
Hey, I have a question that
we talked about titties or something. Like, this is cool and everything.
Hey, you know, on a related thing, we know we have to handle alcohol to all our guest hosts before we get them on. So, I'm gonna go down the line. Bash, you first. You gonna have kids? One of my subs said this should be a podcast topic.
Am I gonna have kids?
Children, yeah. You gonna do this?
Yeah, I like kids, man. I'm gonna have some kids. That's my plan, at least, I hope. Shit.
Good deal. Blade?
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'll have a bunch of little kids. They'll be answering my fan mail. They'll
I'm not talking about child labor. This is children that you raise.
No, I'm trying to hire some 8-year-olds right now. I'm not trying to, like, have my own seed. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll have kids, like, eventually when I find that.
When the condom breaks.
No.
You won't remember that kid.
The saran wrap breaks.
So
Stop that.
I've been looking forward. Oh, go ahead. Do you have more?
No, but, you know, if I find the right woman, when I get older, like, I'm not ready to have kids now. Like, I'm still young at heart, and, you know, later on down the line, I'll have some youngsters, and I want to be the stay-at-home dad, and I want my wife to be the breadwinner. Like, I want to get, like, a Beyonce or something, like someone with, some really good money, and then I'll be, like, the stay-at-home father. That sounds awesome.
Children in your future?
Hell no.
Hell no. You more of an uncle.
That's what I'm going to be. My brother's going to have like 3 or 4 of them. I'm not worried about the Jordan family line going anywhere.
All right. How come no kids?
The legacy stops here.
You hate kids.
I seriously do. I hate little children. Maybe that's why I do so badly with YouTube.
Yeah, you picked the wrong career, bro. Like,
I literally
fucking hate kids. I can't believe I have to drive this punk-ass school bus. Like, come on.
Oh, this is a good topic. Kyle, I'm interested in your answer here, too. You gonna have kids?
Wings stole my thunder there, man. All right, let me tell you how much I hate children.
Whoa.
If I were offered if I were offered a vasectomy for free, I would take it.
Oh,
no questions asked. Why not? Why not? I see no reason not to just go ahead and just.
Let me ask you,
can I ask how old you are?
I'm not familiar with the vasectomy thing, but can you still get it up after a vasectomy?
Yes, of course you can still get it up after a vasectomy.
I would take the vasectomy for free as well. Who's passing them out?
No, I'm 23 and I despise, or excuse me, 24 in May. 24 now, nice. And,
here's the thing. As you get older, and I'm only 27, okay? As you get older, you realize you really don't know shit. Like, because the difference between what I knew at 24 and what I know at 27, I thought I knew everything at 24. Now I'm 27, and I think that I know everything, but I guarantee you at 31, I'm going to be like, I sound like an idiot. Like, in 4 years, I'm going to look back at some of my commentaries and be like, am I a dumbass? Like, super fast one on? Like, really? Can I say that? I make a career out of saying, sit down? Like, come on. Like, that's my catchphrase? Like, as you grow older, you realize that what happens when you're younger is you're retarded. Like, we all realize we're retarded when we're younger. I'm not saying you're retarded, but I'm just saying the 27-year-old you will be like, I can't believe I said that when you were 23.
You know,
the same thing.
I don't think that's true because
I've seen like 60-year-old men that still haven't got to my level of thinking.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than them or more experienced.
No, it didn't come out like that at all.
No, I'm just saying, like, they're still, like, in that whole, you know, I'm going to chase pussy route.
I can see Wing. Get on my level.
Yeah,
you're still chasing girls?
You know, they talk about, ooh, look at the titties on her. I'm like, dude, does your dick even work?
Oh man.
They got drugs for that though. They're good, man.
He does.
Wait. Bash, you just endorsed Viagra. Do you have something you want to share?
I got a funny story. I got a funny story about that. This is great. So I was living. No, this is funny. So this is back when I was in high school, right? And this is when I cared about grades and stuff. And I had a big test, and I was over at my buddy's house, and I was like, man, I have this big test. He's like, well, I got these pills that will make you stay up. They're like caffeine pills or whatever. They'll make you stay up, right? And he gave them to me, and I popped like 3 of them, and they weren't caffeine pills. They were fucking boner pills, and he was playing a trick on me.
Were they Viagra or a different kind?
They were like some super high grade fucking Back to the Future type shit, because my shit was hard for like forever. Like I couldn't even, like it was fucked up. Like in the morning my dick was still hard. Like I nutted like 3 times and it wouldn't go down. Right?
It didn't fix it. I always wondered about that.
No, like honestly, you know how most of the time, like after you nut, like your dick's like a groundhog, it's like, oh, like it like shrivels up and shit.
Yes.
This thing just stayed at attention, right? So like, I'm trying to put my pants on in the morning, right? And I can't put my pants on, like it just won't let me, like it won't get quite around it, right? So now I'm like, fuck.
Wait a minute, are you trying to imply that you were so well hung that pants can't get around it?
I'm not, no, I'm not well hung. That's not what I'm trying to imply.
All right.
I'm talking about I had the super boner of a lifetime that wouldn't go down, and so it was affecting me trying to zip my pants up. I'm not at all gonna sit here and lie.
You're trying to push down on the shaft. To get the zipper over it.
And yeah, exactly.
You gotta tuck it under the belt, baby.
Up. Yeah, under the belt, dude. You gotta push it up against your belly and put it right.
I ended up rocking the long jacket and the fucking sweatpants.
Nice.
So wait, how long? When did it go?
Bob thing.
Third period.
Was it down by lunch?
No, third period. It was over and done with. So.
Wow. Man.
Oh man. I just
fuck you, Graham. Graham, if you're listening to this, I used to be friends with you back in the day, but I haven't talked to him in years. Actually, I should probably have cleared this with him before I told the story. But he thought it was the funniest thing ever. You know, like he thought it was hilarious.
So what pills did you think you were taking again?
I thought I was taking like caffeine pills, like pills that make you stay up late. You know, like because I wanted to like study.
Well, you know, they did make you stay up.
Yeah, they did.
I got a question, but did they actually work? Because generally, if you're aroused, it basically is like a boost of adrenaline.
Wings, I guess.
Did they work? Yeah, I had a fucking hard on that wouldn't go away. Yes, it worked.
I said, did they keep you up at least?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I nutted and it just stayed there. Like
no, he's asking if they kept you awake. Did they do that?
Oh, they keep me awake? No, I was extremely tired. I fucking ejaculated 3 times in like an hour.
Wait, did you have to do anything? Did you have to do anything for that, or did it just happen on its own?
No, there was some friction involved.
He was in high school. He was well practiced at this point.
So you figured, I might as well.
Yeah, I'll fucking work it off. Like, just get rid of it.
Yeah, walk it off, right?
Walk it off. Yeah, walk off the snap. Fucking super Terminator boner that I have fucking walking around. I have to wear a long jacket and sweatpants to school. Like I felt cool, you know.
Nice.
That's my story. There you go. So
no, Viagra's some good stuff. Viagra is like it's like if you're gonna take your car to the drag strip, you might as well put that 110 octane gas in. Like why not?
Where you
like,
get
you don't be
110
running around with like 80
yeah, I'm afraid though that if people, here's the thing, I don't want to advocate that because I think that, can we consider Viagra a drug? I don't know if it's habit forming. Like, is Viagra habit forming?
Sex is
I
habit
don't
forming.
think so.
Well, sex is habit forming, but I'm just saying, like, could someone that is doing just fine start just popping Viagra and having Viagra every single time to the point where they need to have Viagra to have sex? I would think that you would bust so much that you just have baby powder to shoot out of your cock.
I don't know. Ask Kyle. Kyle, what's the deal with that? Is Viagra habit forming?
No. I occasionally partake if I know it's going to be a strenuous night of maybe multiple partners. But no, you don't. It's not like I'm sitting here right now scratching my forearms. I gotta use a Viagra, man.
Yeah.
A strenuous night of multiple partners. Holy shit! Did we get Hutch on the podcast after all?
All right. No.
I can't talk about
man.
Don't talk about Machinima or Hutch. That's the rule.
It is.
I don't know.
Right.
That sounds like a safe rule to have.
That was meant to be a Hutch
No,
compliment.
I want to talk about Hutch because I want to talk about some fucked up shit that happened.
Did you not just
tonight.
hear what I just said? No. Okay.
All right,
What do you want to talk
about? All right. Me, Hutch, and who else was playing with? Me, Hutch, and like two or three other guys were playing last night on the Map Pack deal on Modern Warfare 2.
Research.
And this is the level of douchebaggery that people run into on YouTube. This guy comes into the pregame lobby. He's like, yo Hutch. I was like, what's up, man? How your girlfriend doing?
Oh, that's not
he
cool.
How your girlfriend doing, man? Hutch was like, how's your girlfriend doing, dude? Oh, she good, man. She's taking my dick right now. How your girlfriend? And like, he's like, just goes on and on and on with this shit. And like, when the next game starts, like we play the game, and then when we go back in the pregame lobby, he's playing the commentary when Hutch talks about the breakup.
Oh,
That's
man.
fucked up.
That's a fucking low blow, dude. That's
fucked
fucking
up.
shit.
Hey, you guys wonder why I just say fuck you when people say my name in game?
No.
Exactly.
I went into a lobby.
That's fucking
Okay,
You guys have played with me, right?
That's
Like-
messed up, but that's not as bad as people using Commando against me. I think that's
So I went into a lobby, and so Wings and Kyle have both played a good amount with me, and they'll vouch for the fact that I'm generally polite. If someone says my name, I answer, and not only am I polite like that, if one of my teammates is trash talking, I generally try to put them back on the course of right and true, and say, no, we don't trash talk. We can win this game. You know, you don't need to freaking add your nonsense to it.
Yeah.
But this guy gets in the lobby and he says, "Hey, Woody, how'd you do that?" And I'm like, "What? How'd I do what?" "Woody, how'd you do that?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure what you're talking about. What did I do?" He says, "How'd you get my dick to smell like your ass?"
I like that.
Thanks.
I don't really, like, all I really get is, oh my god, is that the real ONLYUSemeBLADE? Oh, free, like, they just
I
freak
get that
out.
all the fucking time. Are you
Yeah.
Wings of Redemption?
Well,
No.
the thing
Wings of
is
Redemption
that,
plays PS3.
Yeah.
the thing is that, I sound different online than I do in my commentaries. Like, I use a different microphone. And so, a lot of times, like, this is the fake one. No. And I'm like, I don't really want to argue with them. And the thing that annoys me is that what they'll do is they'll be like, okay, I'm going to knife only against you. I'm like, great. But everyone's knife only is Commando. And that's all I got to say about that. So.
See, I'm not there yet. I think I had one guy recognize me.
Let me cry you a river. You know what my kit choice was? One-man army noob tubes. People see me. That's what they fell back onto.
That's the Wings kit. Yeah.
No, but here's the messed up part. I am the biggest advocate of not using Commando, and I don't want this to make a bitch podcast about how much I hate Commando, but everyone hates it. Okay, I'm the biggest advocate of it. Like, I've had like 5 videos in a row where all I was doing was just bitching and crying about Commando. Like, I re-listened to them, like, I sound like a punk, but I just strongly dislike it, right? But people say, oh, I want to knife just like you, and then when I see them in the lobby, they're using Commando against me. I'm like, okay, so you want a knife, you want the aspect of knifing only, but you don't want to do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's obnoxious. I don't know how you could do it, man, because every time I played on 360, people would just join my session. Like,
I can fix that for you. I can make it so nobody can even talk to you.
I don't want that. I mean,
Yeah, you just appear offline, dude. They can't find you.
Yeah,
You know what really
helps a lot.
said it
They
up
can
late
still
that
find you.
But here's the thing what's really on the opposite spectrum that is really obnoxious. I'll get into a room, right? Like, we'll get into a room, and then some kid will be like, "Oh my God, ONLYUSemeBLADE," and they'll be talking to me for like a minute, and I always try to be polite when I'm in the rooms. You know what I mean? Like, these people are the fans, and these people support me, and this and that. So I always try to be polite with them, And then they'll like host migrate, or like it'll drop out, and we'll lose connection. And then there's no way for me to play with this person anymore. So we never actually got to play because the connection fucked up. And it's like, oh, well, that sucks. Like, or it'll be a situation where someone will be like, I'm your biggest fan, and then I'll get like a game invite, and like, I gotta accept this game invite, man, peace. And I'm like, out. So I'm like, that sucks. So, I mean, I don't know.
What you do is you go to your profile on Xbox, and you go to privacy settings, the very bottom one, and you go to see online. You can set it to blocked, you can set it to everyone, or friends only. If you set it to friends only, anybody that comes, like, sees you in game, like, hey, Blade, and then they leave, and you go to another game, They look you up. They can look you up and send you a message, but it'll say offline, so they can't join your session.
Okay, that's cool. All right, I'll rock that.
Do you have an Xbox?
Yeah, I got an Xbox.
Oh, does everyone here have both?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. Like, all my friends that I've been playing with for years have been on PS3, so like, it's weird trying to play on 360 because I'm so used to PS3. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I've got the reverse of that going on.
Yeah.
See, I never had friends on PS3, so it was an easy change for me.
That's not depressing. No.
Yeah, I had a couple friends on PS3, and they stopped playing altogether, and it was pointless for me because I started with the Xbox, so I just went back to where I was.
No, I hear you. I mean, I just have so many people that play on PS3. Like, I have groups of people that I know in real life that I play on PS3 with, which is funny because they're not even like hardcore gamers are really into it, you know? Like, I say the words KDR and they go, what the hell is that? But then, I also have people that I've met through playing on PS3, like, over the years, you know, and they, as far as, like, going over to Xbox, you gotta think, like, I got an Xbox after, like, all this popularity from YouTube came about, so it's like, I'm not able to just enjoy it, because I just have basically people screaming as soon as I get in the lobby, so.
Hey, do what I do. Add only commentators. Or make them pay.
It's nice.
I wouldn't do all that. I'm not gonna make, like, I'm not gonna.
You say this now until you make $1,000 a week doing it.
I'm not gonna charge people to play with me on a video.
Oh, they don't get to play.
Thing. That seems a little.
They just get to be on the friends list.
Oh, just a spot on the friends list.
I actually play with them.
They're an alternate.
I usually grab one of them if they're like a fifth or sixth slot needs filling. Okay, I'll get a guy.
But are you like really mean to them, like no eye contact and shit like that, or don't speak when you're in the lobby?
No. I'm like that. I'm like that to people who know me in the lobby. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I don't want to talk to you. Shut the fuck up.
He does that too.
I'll see what.
I've been in lobbies with Wings where people are like, "Hey, are you Wings of Redemption?" No, fuck you. It's like, God, you gave it away. That's you. We can tell. By the way that you talk to them.
Some are confused with like Wings plays on PS3, and then they'll just shut up and think I'm a fake.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a perfect example of a guy getting his money worth by buying a friend request from me. There was a guy he paid me $20 PayPal to be on my friends list, and the other night we needed an extra person, and I invited him in there, and he got to play with Hutch, and we played for about 3 or 4 hours, and after everybody got offline, he sent me a message. He's like, "That was the greatest moment of my life. I would have paid you $100 for that if I'd known I could play with Hutch."
Okay, no. The reason why I would never do this is the reason, like, I'm not saying it's bad that you did that. The reason why I would never do that is because these kids don't have $20. They have to go to their parents, and I try to put myself in the parents' position. If my kid came up to me and said, "Hey, I want to play with this guy that makes YouTube videos of him playing Call of Duty. Can I have $20 so I can play with him?" I'll slap my kid. Like, I would look at him crazy.
See, I'm down for accepting a parent's credit card.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get me wrong. Actually, no, I'm not. For that, like, all jokes aside, I couldn't realistically, like, here's the thing. As soon as, there's a kid that there's 2 kids that sent me money to buy an Xbox, right? One of them sent me $100, another person sent me $100. And both times I actually had to talk to their parents over email. And so as soon as I get this machinima money, like the first real paycheck, I'm sending that money back to them because I don't think it's right that, like, this was like a single mom that worked 2 jobs.
Ooh.
And so I don't feel right taking money from her because her kid wants to play with me. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's not cool.
But see, look at it this way. I'm going to do a car salesman pitch here. She might have worked 2 jobs to give you $100 for the Xbox. How much time did she get little Billy out of her hair so she can have herself time?
I'm not a babysitter, bro. I'm no one's babysitter.
But you are when you play with them, though.
I like the way Wings went at that because I sold. I hate to even say this. I am a monster.
Oh my, can't wait.
I'm not sure if I want to say it.
I want to hear it now.
Don't let it out, bro. You've already started up. Does it involve like child rape? If it doesn't, as long as it doesn't involve like child rape, let's bring it on.
It probably led to child prostitution after I took this family's money. No, I mean this single mother.
That's a safe zone.
This single mother, one time I sold her a car, and it was like at Christmas time, and she's like, but I won't have money to buy the Christmas presents. And I'm like, the best Christmas present you can get these kids is a car.
Oh, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're an ass.
That's, yeah.
You're leaving the part of the story out where you were sitting in the back of a Tahoe eating a hamburger before you did this deal.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know,
just wake up from a 2-hour nap in the back of a Lexus.
You got to be hard if you're going to sell cars. You can't be.
Oh, yeah, you have to have a
Viagra's for?
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, that's the thing. I could never do a job like that because, like, just situations like that would be too fucked up for me. Like, I would be like,
that doesn't happen too often. That's like 1 of 5 or 6 times where something like that happened.
Yeah,
1 out of 5 or 6 That's like 20%.
Dude, yeah.
That's
often. Saying
often.
lifetime is only
That's
happened 5 or 6
often, bro.
times.
Like, I thought you were like 1 out of 100. You're saying 1 out of 5? You have to.
No. That's like one
a sob story.
No. He's saying he has 5 stories like that in his like, career.
Oh, I thought you meant like it only happens 1 out of every 5 times.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you were pretty casual with that comment.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's not that common. Maybe twice a day. That's it.
Okay.
No, it was fucked up because the part of Atlanta I was in was like a really rich part of Atlanta, and I was like, it was like me and a bunch of black guys at the dealership, and all black guys like 35 or 40, and there I am, I'm 20 years old. So all the old white gay guys like gravitated toward me and wanted me to sell my car. So I was known as like, hey, there's a fag over here, man. He wants a car. You want to come help him out? I'm like, fuck no, you help him out. Why do I always get the gay guys?
Hey, do what you gotta do to make that sale, man.
Gay guy wants a compact car.
I want the guy
They're always fucking making fun of me, like, oh, how'd you get this sale done, Kyle?
Fuck, I got a test drive of Miata again? Fuck.
Exactly. They were always buying shit like that. Or what's that Toyota car, that Toyota convertible, Solaris or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
God, the gay guys love those, and they love the Ford Sport Tracks.
Okay, before I say this, you have to listen to the entire thing, okay? As far as the gay lifestyle, except for the doing other dudes part, the gays got it made. Except for the doing other dudes. Except for the doing,
and the hateful beatings
part.
they get.
No, except the
Go
doing
on, Blade. I want to hear this.
Down with.
What is the part of the gay lifestyle that you like so much?
Okay, they're typically very good dressers. Their hygiene's immaculate. They typically are like, I've never heard of a gay guy declaring bankruptcy. Like they pretty much have like the facets of their life for the most part. I've never seen like a gay homeless person. You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on. Let me just Hold on, I live in Toronto, okay? And there's a huge gay population here. And I can tell you that we have a hell of a lot of gay crackheads, gay homeless people, gay criminals.
No. Were they gay before they became crackheads, or they become crackheads and then they became gay because they're crackheads? They wanted their fix. No, I know it sounds like I'm trying to make a joke here, but there are some people that are so addicted to drugs that they will do things that aren't in their nature just because. I suck your dick for crack. Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about this homeless gay shit. Homeless people don't take baths forever. Just imagine that, like taking off some crusty ass pants to try to fuck somebody in their balloon knot. They haven't took a bath in 6 months. It's like,
no, I actually
feel off.
No. Here's the thing, though. I go through life so I don't have to think about shit like that. Like, I wake up and say, okay, I don't want to think about disgusting gay shit like that because that's horrible. And you just added time. That's disgusting, bro. Like, come on. You ruined my delicate sensibilities.
What the fuck, Wings?
Dude, that's a new level of nastiness that I didn't know.
I'm just saying, just think about this. This is the shit that goes down on the streets of Toronto.
Yeah,
you make it sound like Toronto's like a homeless orgy. Like that's all they do down there. I'm like, come on, dude.
You're thinking of San Francisco.
Oh, zinger!
San Francisco, Canada. This is the first place gay people could get married.
Hey man, we have to wrap up the podcast. Are there any other topics people want to cover before we close?
Okay, I have one question.
I have one that we didn't get to.
Sure.
I wanted to talk about sharks, in particular the megalodon.
It's not Shark Week. Next one.
What the? All right, Wings. I have a question for you. Serious question. Serious question.
Wait. We can't stop until we cover the megalodon.
Why are we talking about sharks?
Yeah. Oh, wait. It can't be a podcast without mentioning the hammerhead. Come on, Wings. Like, okay, so skip that one. What's next?
All right, Wings. Serious question. Are you going to play Hutch one-on-one?
Most likely, yeah.
All right, I know people want to know that, so I just figured I'd get it out.
The thing is, I'm 8 out of 10% sure I can beat him. I'm pretty much, I can say that now. But it's not going to prove anything.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, his fans are still going to talk shit. But I mean, he posted it on his Facebook, and on his Facebook, I'll tell you, a good majority of people are saying Wings is going to win. They're saying that you don't stand a chance against Wings Redemption if it's gone for done.
I played Hutchin on 1-on-1.
And who won?
Oh my God, he did. No, I want to say it was probably over a year ago. I'm a much better player now than I was at the time. Although I still think he beat me. He has shipment on Call of Duty 4 like mega wired. He was beating everyone that night. He pretty much ran through the whole Optic team, and I played him. We played 15.
But see, I'm not going to play him quickscoping.
He played me 15-3.
So what are you guys gonna play? Like camping?
Let me just say this: it's sniper versus
sniper.
All right, I'm a pretty good Call of Duty player, especially on shipment.
Yeah.
Wings beat me on shipment, and this is why. Wings turns his headset all the way up, and he hides behind a shipment crate, and he's listening to tell whether you're coming from the left of him or the right of him. And if you're coming from the right, he pulls up his sights and slowly creeps out on the right side. If it's from the left, he does the same.
Then I switch it up and I hide somewhere else.
It's not fair.
Okay. Moral of the story: one-on-ones are pointless, and typically it's host advantage.
Yep.
Woody, all I can say is there any possible way we can play that drunk voicemail left for tapes?
Oh no!
We clip it at the very end of it.
Just
clip it at the end of it.
Hey Kyle,
promise you, I'm going to render that in.
You had to face me on wet work just to deal with my headset.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't deal with the headset. It's awful.
Yeah. You see, one of the things in Wing's playing style, his gamer tag should be unlimited patience. He will gladly get 1 kill an hour in a one-on-one if it means he walks right at the win.
I'm down for it. I seriously am. If it takes me 4 hours to win a one-on-one, down. Bring it on.
Oh, did you guys talk about Robert Bowling responding back about?
I forgot to bring that up.
Oh wow!
Let me
didn't bring that up.
Real quickly, let me read through what Robert Bowling said
Read
today.
it slow, please.
Well, I won't speed read or anything.
I'm a stealth clown.
He says, "All right, guys, I submitted a list to production with my recommendations for the next patch, if one is approved. It includes all the tweaks to weapon sights suggested by Blame Truth. One-man army tweaks to prevent constant reloading of M203s. It addresses the rock and fuel, and there's a suggestion for free-for-all tweaks to help combat boosting and address attachment issues on certain weapons, such as silencers showing red dots. I'm pushing this one hard with your guys' support. I'll keep you posted."
You know, Robert Bullen, I'm going to support you, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to post a video on how to get in that rock.
Oh, God, don't. Wings, do not post that fucking video.
I've seen some people in that rock. Someone was playing Sabotage. He went in the rock, committed suicide, and he just stood outside the rock.
Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? We've been posting videos, people will post videos with the idea of this. They'll post a video on how to abuse the game with the idea that a lot of people are going to see it and they'll fix it. But the thing is that they just don't fix it. So now we're just
looking at it like this way. I'm looking at it this way.
How long did it take you to fix the unlimited care package thing? How long did it take?
It got abused. If nobody abused that thing, that shit would have never got fixed. If one or two people knew it, never would have got fixed. But everybody does it, it's going to get fixed.
Well, people want views.
I think the smartest thing ever did.
Right now, here's what I'm looking at right now.
They took out the third-person cage match. That was just one of the smartest things. First off, the cage matching, no one ever does cage matching to do one-on-ones. It's always these little kids that want to do.
Kyle does it, but I'll accept the general principle. It's not common.
The majority of people that go into cage matches were doing it to boost for headshots, to get camos, to get certain obscure challenges done. That's what every time I've always wanted to do cage matches as far as doing a one-on-one, it'd always be some kid you want to do headshots? I just go up and shoot him a couple times in the head, and then I'll keep on shooting him to the point they realize that I'm playing straight up, and then they fucking post end game. That's how all the cage matches always ended for me.
Yeah, you gotta get hosted the game.
That's a free win, baby.
Yeah. That's why my win streak is 180.
I'm looking at it like this. He said if the patch gets approved, because that means right now if it's all hunky dory and the fucking rock is not getting abused, they're gonna approve that patch. What is it? 4 months till fucking Black Ops drops, and then you got 2 months before the beta drops.
The thing about Infinity Ward is there's so many things going on over there that I don't know how much time they really even can dedicate to like.
Imagine the chaos of like a third of the people at your company. Imagine you run a company and a third of the people get fired, and it's chaos as far as if you're going to have people working there anymore, as far as if anybody's going to get paid, all this craziness, and then you got a bunch of people on YouTube saying face one man army. Like they're like, okay, sounds cool, dude. Like we'll get to that when we figure out how we're going to get our next paycheck. Like
I don't agree. Yeah, give me a minute to respond to that. So there's a couple things we brought up. One is that you say, hey, they're worried about their next paycheck, but this game brought in like billions of dollars, so they should have enough budget to address some of these support issues. And there is a chorus of people. There are millions of people saying...
It's the same idea. I'm sorry for interrupting, but it's the same idea as far as all these machinima directors that are supposedly, like, I get people all the time, like, oh, you're supposed to be rolling in money with all these views you get on machinima. Well, we haven't been paid yet. It might be a situation where Infinity Ward might not have any money because they haven't been paid by Activision yet. That might be,
who's getting money?
I'm about to bring up that point. You're looking at Call of Duty as a singularity. It's a part of a whole. Activision's losing money like a motherfucker.
No,
they're too big. Yeah, they are. They lost the fourth quarter. Let me pull up the numbers.
Yeah, let's check that.
With World of Warcraft, they lost money?
That's Blizzard.
But Blizzard Activision.
They're part of it now.
Yeah. They're still part of their, it's the same group.
How long is this podcast?
It's usually an hour. We're over.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I think it's been golden. I think it's been a swell time talking to you gentlemen. So, you know. I don't want to have like the Godfather of podcast though, you know?
Yeah, it's about time for me to hit Taco Bell.
Yeah. Alright, so Woody, any possible way that you could play the drunk message I left for Tabes?
I'm going to add it to the end of the podcast, I promise.
Alright guys, real quick, I'll set this up. We might not end it right now, but what happened was I came home.
Set it up at the end. Go ahead. What are the numbers for the most recent quarter?
Activision lost $72 million as of January to March.
Oh, damn. How does that happen,
and before that, they lost $52 million. That's the quarter that Modern Warfare 2 dropped in. Blizzard's only agreed to make one marquee game per year, and none of their funds will go into Activision.
What's the ticker symbol? I want to look it up myself.
And the games we're getting StarCraft 2 this year and Diablo 3 next year.
But how is that possible? I don't understand with Modern Warfare 2 being the highest selling game ever.
Yeah, but see, one good selling game isn't going to trump like 8 to 10 fucking bad games. You make a bad game, you lose money, and you hope this one good game will overdo it. Well, it's not happening. People are only buying certain things now, and since the internet's so popular, people are not going to buy a crap game. Like, one or two people might bet, like, this shit sucks. The game's done. You know, you spent $52 million, only $14 million gets replaced.
That's true.
I mean, didn't I forgot where I read this, but didn't they say that Modern Warfare 2 is like the most pirated game of all time? Like, like on PC, like I think like 3 people bought it. The rest just pirated it, right? Is that what's the general consensus?
They only sold 180,000 copies on PC.
Well, then they fucked up.
Yeah, which is funny because I guarantee you, if you were to look online even now, I guarantee you there's more than 180,000 people playing right now. So
yeah, what's going to happen is they're going to stop making games for PC.
Yeah,
but that's where all the pros play.
But dude, games like
I've heard that a million times.
But games like StarCraft and games like even Counter-Strike, you can't pirate those. You need a CD key. Like I don't understand how hard that is to implement.
You just can't. You need a secondary CD key to get on the online.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't have that CD key to get online, then what are you gonna do? I guess you can play by yourself, but come on,
like keygen.
Yeah, you play by yourself. That's true, I guess. But
I've never seen a keygen work on a Blizzard game.
I've seen keygens work on everything.
I've seen keygens work on Blizzard games, but you're not gonna get online, right? And I
don't know what the hell you're talking about. So.
Key generators. PC games, when you put a PC game in, you got to put in a key that comes in the instruction booklet to install.
You're mistaken. I said I don't really talk about. I didn't say I wanted you to explain it to me. I just said that I didn't really care what you're talking about.
Yeah, so Wings, you're wrong.
Like,
Activision's profitable. I'm looking up their stuff. They made a profit for 2009, and they're expected to make another profit for 2010.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it as Activision loses money. Blizzard can release one marquee game a year, posted on
Dude,
but Blizzard has World of Warcraft.
You can sit there and look at one
subscription-based
down
game.
quarter that doesn't include Christmas and pretend that they're a failing company. But if you look at what they're doing every year, then they're
the point was we weren't
don't fuck
questioning
with an accountant, my friend.
We weren't fucking with Activision sees as a company, but we're saying that Modern Warfare 2 didn't do as well because all the other games are making us losing money. That's the reason they kicked Infinity Ward out, because they put a game out that needed too many patches.
No.
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 I think it was more possible.
First of all,
every game needs patches, though.
You haven't said anything factually correct.
Why else would you replace a game
Not since Pac-Man came out. Pac-Man was cool. They didn't have to patch Pac-Man, but games got more complicated than Pac-Man, so you have to patch.
Listen, Mr. Accountant and guys, why would you fire most of a company that made the highest selling game?
I'd explain it if you freaking let me get on the air here. First of all,
because they probably played one game and got commandoed in one-man army noob tube one time. They're like, fuck this. Who okayed this?
Fired.
You guys are all idiots. No one got fired except for one or two guys at the very
lead
top.
of Activision got commandoed one too many times. It was like, who fucking okayed this? He's out of here. That's what happened.
What you've got are people who are
fuck
quitting.
numbers, fuck statistics. He got commandoed, and then he tried to shoot one dude with Painkiller 13,000 times. And he didn't die, and he got commandoed, and he's like, whoever fucking okayed Painkiller Commando, one-man army noob tubes, get them the fuck out of here. They're idiots.
It's impossible
we don't want
to have a conversation with you idiots. This is so frustrating.
I'm waiting for you. I want to hear what you guys say.
You can wait forever.
I'm waiting for an intelligent comeback, but I haven't heard it yet.
What he's trying?
Yeah. Look,
I will keep on interrupting you,
oh
Woody.
My God.
I don't care. I'm joking. Go ahead.
I don't know what else to say. It's a profitable company as a whole. Infinity Ward is probably the most profitable part of it all. I didn't look it up by subsidiary. People are not getting fired. They're quitting because they don't like working there. And this is
there
America.
You go with facts.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So if this company was in Senegal, this tiny little country in Western Africa, then I'd sort of buy into look, they're low on staff and you can't put these patches out there. But it's not. It's in the U.S. and there is a ton of talent. You can get people from EA, from Infinity Ward, from Treyarch, from wherever, and hire them and pay them enough and get these patches out. I don't accept that they just don't have the staffing to fix these problems, because there's plenty of people out there that you can hire, even though they've had some lead. The reason they're not patching it is beyond me. I don't think they recognize the importance of how well this year was supported on next year's sales, but they might find out.
One thing I got to say about how they handled things was there's just lack of communication. Like, they just blatantly ignored the community. They haven't said anything to us. If you're not gonna fix something, I mean, just say something. Just say we're not gonna fix it. Address it. Just let us know that you know it's happening, right? And there's just blatant disregard for what the community was trying to say to them. I think that had a big impact on people just saying, fuck Infinity Ward.
Yeah, I gave them a lot of slack early on. Like with the Javelin glitch and the care package glitch, it was like, look, these things take some time. They have to work with Microsoft. It can be slow. But then I got exposed to some of the other companies. When I see Battlefield pushing out updates, when I see Bungie pushing up a new update every week, there's a new playlist. And I wonder, Infinity Ward, come on, are you trying your hardest here? You're taking weeks to patch things, and it's crazy. The game's ruined. So,
and I think that's what Activision picked up on. I think they understand that even though Modern Warfare 2 is the the highest selling game, the company behind it is not doing all they can do to really make it the best franchise ever and keep the loyalty there. And that's why they're saying, fuck Infinity Ward, we want to maintain the Call of Duty name. So let's get some companies in here that are going to take care of their community.
Exactly. But this fall, there's 3 big games coming out. There's Halo Reach, there's Medal of Honor, and there's Call of Duty. And I'll be looking at all 3 to see which one gets the bulk of my time and videos next year. And if Modern Warfare 2 was everything it could have been, then I wouldn't be like that.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Black Ops for me. Reach is a secondary maybe. Medal of Honor ain't got a chance.
But the thing is, we're all playing Modern Warfare 2 still. Like, we all complain about it.
Oh hell no.
And Woody, I do have to say that I apologize. I was being kind of ass about 2 minutes ago, and I was just trying to get under your skin a little bit.
It kind of worked. Sorry about that.
Well, I got you to say the F word. I've never heard you do that before. It's accomplished.
Hey, Blade, I'd watch out. Woody's an MMA fighter.
But he got beat up by a girl, though. He got beat by a girl, though.
No, I talk shit behind a microphone, so it's cool. Like,
it's all good.
no, but like we all complain about Modern Warfare 2, and I think it's one of those things. It's like having your main girlfriend, and all you do is just bitch and complain about how she's nagging and how there's things wrong with her, but we still end up every single night we're with her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
There's other games that have come out that could occupy numerous amounts of our time, but we continue to play Modern Warfare 2. Now, I mean, there's a lot of things about Modern Warfare 2 I despise. There's certain things that just piss me off. I don't think there's the whole idea of skill that you had to have in COD 4, where if you played well, you could pull off a good game, whereas on this one, if you played well, you're at the mercy on whether some guy could pick some kind of obnoxious perk setup. All this stuff aside, we still play this game, we still dedicate hours to it, and I still make videos about it. So there's some redeeming quality in there.
Agreed.
Does that make sense?
Oh,
there's some redeeming quality in there.
It's not horrible in every way. It's just, it seems like the game could be twice as good with a little bit of effort. And
let me say this. Woody, if people still play COD 4 religiously, I bet you'd be on there. And with me and Blade, we play it because it's all what people want to watch. I hate Modern Warfare 2. Hate it with a passion.
Yeah, I have a good time playing Modern Warfare most of the time.
The only time I have a good time is when I'm playing with my friends, to be honest.
I have a good time playing with friends when I play Search and Destroy. Any other game type or any other situation, I don't have fun playing it. Yeah. There's one game type that I enjoy playing, whereas in COD 4 I enjoy almost all the game types and I could do well in all the game types, but the idea that my play style, which is supposed to basically mean I need to outsmart people, I can't outsmart a noob tube. I can't outsmart a guy with the ability to knife me across any field. Does that make sense? Like,
for sure, yeah. The one upside I have fun so much because I almost play exclusively with a bunch of friends. And,
that's
and
true.
It helps, and it's a pretty strong team. So even when the other guys whip out noob tubes, typically we get them to rage quit. You know, there are times we have to whip out our own, but for the most part, you know, we do fine.
Now, also, what I think has made an effect on it is I used to play COD 4 for fun, and I still play Modern Warfare 2 for fun, but at the same time, I'm honestly playing with the intention of getting a game. Like any commentator can say that I only play for fun. Well, no. There's, why do you hit the recorder then? You play, and then you hope that one of the games that you play that night, or maybe there might be multiple games you get that night, you hope to get a good, high-quality game. But when those games are going great, and then it gets ruined by BS stuff that is out of your control, it becomes frustrating. That's all.
Yep.
I gotta say, that's my money.
If my recorder would die like right now, you'd never see me on Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
There's never a game you see me on I'm not recording, so don't ask me.
Hey, we should wrap up.
I love that. Are you recording?
Yeah,
I get that shit all the time.
Hey, Blade, do you want to set up the voicemail? And,
Absolutely. Guys, a couple days ago, I took a taxi from my work, and I drank after work, and I was really shithoused, and I met up with a girl, and then from there I took a taxi to my house, and the first thing I did is I turned on my computer to see what was going on, and the only person that was online on Skype was Tabes. And I was fucking around with Tabes on Skype. I sent him a drunk wave file. I basically just recorded a wave file and sent it to him, and he thought it was funny. It's basically me hammered talking about how Tabes and I should kick it. So this is me introducing that. I think it's pretty funny. I think Wings and Woody, you listen to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Funny stuff.
Okay. It's good stuff. So he's going to put that at the end of this podcast.
Very good. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
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 Tabers. Tapes. What's up, man? Fucking Blade's a little tipsy. Man, I saw that you got online on the Skypers, and just wanted to say hi to you. But I know you're busy doing, like, some stuff. I don't know, man. I'm fucking... I'm completely sober. And, yeah, so, just want to say you're awesome, dude. and whenever I get this machinima money, I'm gonna backpack through Italy, and then I'm coming to Sweden? I'm coming to Sweden, and we're gonna we're basically just gonna fuck every girl in Sweden. Like, we're gonna go to the bar, I'm gonna be like, this is Tabes, and Tabes, you're gonna be like, this is Blade, and I'll be like, I'm recociously awesome, and I'm like, that guy's banana fucking crazy, and man, let's do it, man. Let's fucking spread the seed in Sweden. Seedon. It's gonna be called Seedon. Oh, man. Fuck. Dude, Tabes, I hope you like Jaeger, because I do. The fuck? Man, I love pussy, Tabes, man. I really do love pussy, man. I love it. It's fucking awesome. Just, vagina is just the coolest shit ever. And I already had my pussy for the night, and now it's gone. Little vertical smile just fucking just tightened all up and just walked away. And now I'm back home, and I just saw you're online, so love you, Tabes. For real, Tabes. I'm gonna get this money from Machinima, and I'm coming to Sweden, and we're gonna fuck every girl in Sweden. It's gonna be fucking awesome, and we're gonna fucking videotape it, and we're gonna fucking sell little pornos and shit, you know, like little POVs. Yeah, fuck yeah. You better be fucking a girl right now, Tabes. Fucking Tabes, why does your last name have like a little thing over it? Alright, I don't know why. I'm going to sleep.